Have you ever wondered what series of events led to the conflict that would mark a generation, the Vietnam War? Today, we delve into the timeline of this historic event, unraveling the complexities that spanned over 2 decades. In the late 40s, a war of independence from French colonial rule was waged by the Viet Minh, led by Ho Chi Minh, marking the beginning of the Indochina War. This struggle for autonomy was not just a fight against colonialism, but also a civil war, a North versus South communism against democracy. Leading us into the 50s, the Geneva Conference in 1954 concluded the French Indochina War and divided Vietnam at the 17th parallel. The North under Ho Chi Minh's communist rule and the South under President Diem's anti-communist government. By the early 60s, the situation had escalated. The South was in turmoil, and the North took advantage of this, increasing their support for the Viet Cong, a guerrilla force in the South. The United States, fearing the spread of communism, increased its military involvement under the leadership of President Kennedy. 1964 marked a turning point with the Gulf of Tonkin incident. This event led to the U.S. Congress passing the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, which gave President Johnson the power to assist any Southeast Asian country whose government was considered to be jeopardized by communist aggression. The late 60s saw the peak of American involvement in the war. The Tet Offensive of 1968, a massive surprise attack by the North, shocked the American public and led to widespread protest against the war. In the early 70s, peace talks began in Paris, and by 1973, a peace treaty was signed. The United States agreed to withdraw its forces, marking the end of American combat involvement. However, the conflict was far from over. In 1975, Saigon, the capital of South Vietnam, fell to the North Vietnamese forces, marking the end of the Vietnam War and the beginning of the reunification of Vietnam under communist rule. In summary, the Vietnam War was a complex and protracted conflict that began as a struggle for independence from French colonial rule and escalated into a Cold War proxy battle between the ideologies of communism and democracy. It was marked by significant events such as the Gulf of Tonkin incident, the Tet Offensive, and the fall of Saigon. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you found this enlightening and wish to delve deeper into the annals of our past, consider subscribing to our channel, Books of History. Here we strive to bring the pages of history to life, one story at a time. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.